Good morning. My name is Lynn Pugh. I've been an optician here at Cascadia Eye for 22 years.
I'm Adrienne Zagami, and I've been an optician with Cascadia Eye for 2.5 years now.
Today we're going to show you how we adjust a pair of glasses. Today we're going to use a little Zio frame, and the first things we do is do a 4-point check. We want all 4 corners nice and level. As you can see, we're rocking here. So what we'll do is we'll see which temple it actually needs adjusted. And we want a 10-degree angle. That looks really nice. It's called Pantoscopic tilt. We're going to turn to this side, and that looks a little greater. I know it's tough to tell, but after been doing this a while, you can kind of figure that out. So we're going to actually lower this one just a touch, and it's just a matter of a gentle, in this hinge area, we're just lowering that just a little bit. And we're not rocking anymore. That's all it took, was just a slight little adjustment. We actually like this curve. That's kind of how the shape of the head is. We like it's like the curve of your forehead. It's got a nice little 4-base curve there. So these are ready to dispense. And this little frame is a Zio frame. We're going to go ahead and check for alignment now, how level it is. And we look like we're a slight bit high on the right side. So what we're going to do is lower that by moving this hinge. And being a Zio frame, we can actually just use our hands. So we're going to go ahead and tip that up just a smidge. Kind of light pressure will do it. We're going to try this again here. Yeah, I'm liking that better. She's nice and square. Being a Zio frame, we like to see a nice fit here, a nice saddle bridge covering most of the nose there. So that's nice and square. No adjustments needed on a Zio, which is nice. Eliminates the nose pads. Then we're going to check the temple length to make sure they fit her properly. So we're going to take a peek here and just kind of check. Yeah, we got a little bit of, and I can see that the initial bend is quite a ways back from the ear. So we're going to go ahead and peek these up. I'm going to actually feel, if I push forward, they end up coming up about 5-6 millimeters. So we're going to shorten these by heating them up. You can use a hair dryer actually if you're at home. We're going to go ahead and use our glass beads there. It's a heating element that will warm up this plastic for us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bend the temples about 5 millimeters on each side here. And I'm bending it kind of over my index finger here. You see, it just takes not very much heat. And we're going to try that. Now when I push forward, we have a little bit of room. How's that feeling?
Feels really nice.
Not too tight?
No.
Yeah, we have just a little bit. You don't want them super tight or they'll end up bothering your ears. But so it's hard to see this, but now you can see the temple tips following her ear quite nicely. We got a mask in there too, but all right, so Zio frames are the easiest to adjust because you only have the temples and the alignment to worry about. Okay. So now we're going to go to a metal frame, which is a little more exciting. So we're going to check the 4-point test on it. Being a new frame, it should be real close. And it's nice and square. Okay, this particular frame, we're going to do the alignment first, and then we have the nose pads. Okay, let's check out her alignment. And actually, these are real nice for just putting them on initially. Now they're sitting, I think, a bit high, so we're going to use a nose pad adjustment to lower them just a touch. And the other thing we're going to do is take the nose pads and get them totally flush on the bridge here. A couple of them are kind of sitting just on the edge of the pad. So we're going to take our trusty little tool here, and it's a little nose pad aligning tool here. We're going to go ahead and get her a little bit more flush. There we go. Now, if you can see that, the pads are nice and flush. How's that feel?
That feels nice.
Okay. So now that we have the nose pads in the right spot, we're going to work on the temples here. And I can tell just by putting them on her, and the last pair I did, we're going to shorten these up a little bit. Here again, we're going to bend the temple over my index finger there. Put a little bit of an indent on the end of the temple because it'll tend to fit. That's one side a little bit looser than the other.
Yes.
So when I push forward here, I've noticed this ear has a little bit more gap in it. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that one up a little bit more. We actually do use hot air at a couple of our locations, which is basically a hair dryer, which works quite well. So I'm going to bend that around a little bit more for her. Now get your mask string out of the way. That's more even. How's that feeling?
It feels like it's not going to move.
Yeah, you're solid. Okay. So we bent these around. We put a little bit of indentation in here for the mastoid bone back there. So we had a nice comfortable fit. All right, well there's a few tips for adjusting your glasses, and we just thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.
Thank you.